Monique, why is she canceled? And then I knew Tyler wouldn't support that. He never told nobody not to work with her. When I talked to him, he was like, nah, I never told no one not to work with her. And I said, but you Tyler Perry, and you never told anyone to
work with her. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I never looked at it like that. Because I said, you just got to consider how strong your influence is.
When you see a black woman up here, baby, we jumped hurdles to get here. We put all the obstacles, getting paid nothing. And we do it with grace. We do it with grace. Because we speak up too much for consideration. I'm trying to give you these lessons.
When 50 Cent revealed that Oprah and Steve Harvey allegedly hired Nia Long to blackball, it created a commotion in the business once again. Taraji P. Henson's narrative 50 never holds back when expressing his opinions, and this time he didn't hold back. He called out Oprah and Steve Harvey for making fun of Taraji and other black female actors who don't resemble them. Nia Long and Taraji have never gotten along, which is not surprising. But did Taraji's career really take a tumble because she wouldn't kiss Oprah and Steve Harvey's behind? In all of this, what role does Nia Long play? Every time they pursue an actress they dislike, they are known to follow orders and receive this reward.
Oh my God. But I want these two beautiful women to be proud, and I want you to hold on to this moment, because oftentimes when black people get to tell our stories, we are tampered with. They don't let us tell the stories. They come in and they interject, and it's like, but that's not our culture. So I'm telling you this. This is rare, baby. I'm hoping that this work that we're doing is going to change things. But I'm just so happy to be alive to see that all the fighting and fussing and crying is paying off. It's paying off.
Taraji's surprising comments on her press tour for Oprah's remake of The Color Purple, in which she appeared, left many wondering what was really going on between her and Oprah. She discussed the incredibly low pay and the unfair treatment she and her co-stars received. The film's failure at the box office at the time is believed to have been influenced by the negative reaction Oprah received as a result of this. The hostility between Oprah and Taraji is far more complex than many people thought, with many assuming it was just about The Color Purple. In a recent surprising revelation, Taraji disclosed that some influential individuals have had their sights set on her for some time and have been plotting to topple her in secret because they know she will never abide by their demands. Nia Long was exploited as a means to destroy her career because she advocated for herself, Taraji disclosed. Ever wonder how, throughout her career, Nia made so many enemies? She would make life tough for everyone on the set, and since she would just rush crying to her Hollywood defenders, Oprah and Steve, no one could stand up to her. Let's just say that Nia Long and Taraji's experience on the set of the popular television program Empire was disastrous when they had to collaborate to film a few episodes during season 3. For disrespecting their star Taraji Harvey, who would damage your career, had one of these encounters with Nia Long. When Nia came to the set, she had her nose up and her head held high for background. Since she had no one to dictate to, she tried to push Taraji away and take her place as the show's star. As Luscious Lion's ex Juliana, the ruthless queenpin who had a serious feud with Nia, was chosen. Regarding Taraji's character Cookie, but Nia wanted everyone on set to adore her rather than simply working and going home. In order for Taraji and Terrence Howard to rehearse their lines, the producers had to substitute her because she was consistently late for her scenes. Nia would take a long time with the hair and makeup artist when she finally arrived because she insisted on having everything done precisely how she wanted it. The staff workers were only attempting to perform their duties when she allegedly treated them disrespectfully and rudely.
We open doors for brown girls to be exactly who we are, and that's beautifully complicated. And so it's been a blessing and a curse because here's what I do know. Nia Long knows her light. Nia Long knows her makeup. Nia Long knows her hair. And you probably can't talk me into something else unless you show me. If you want to call that difficult, then sorry.
After becoming weary of her antics, the hair and makeup crew finally filed an official complaint against her, making her the only performer on set to do so. Remember, Taraji and many other celebs were on the cast. What's the Demi Moore? Madam Nia Long was the only one who had issues, which was really remarkable. The world quickly learned of her behavior on set, but no one could do anything about it because she had strong supporters like Steve Harvey and Oprah who would reveal there. Taraji was not amenable to the attempts to settle Nia down so that the day's work could continue. She filled in for Nia, but she wasn't going to let her get away with making everyone on the set feel terrible. She had become accustomed to having her way by now, so Nia was unprepared for the encounter. But one day it all came to a head when she was late for work and one of the actors asked her outright why she was usually late. Her experiences as an extra on Malcolm X and other movies are discussed in her book Around the Way Girl, and believe me, they weren't pleasant. She and other extras were informed that only SAG actors and larger stars were eligible for certain privileges and treatments, so they were essentially forced to accept whatever was offered to them, which they were unable to do. Additionally, she was fiercely protective of the people she worked with because she wanted to shield them from experiencing the same emotions she had at the time. In her interactions with her co-stars on The Color Purple, Taraji demonstrated her constant concern for treating everyone with respect. Speaking to the New York Times, Taraji said, "I thought, can I hire a driver or security to transport me?" After personally battling the show's producers to provide cars and protection for all the ladies, "I'm not asking for the moon." They respond, "Well, if we do it for you, we have to do it for everybody. Finish it now for everyone." Because of her bruised ego, Nia reportedly refused to record scenes with Taraji because she was so furious about it. Still, it didn't end there. On the set of Empire, Nia was battling for bug-free trailers, and Taraji wasn't amused when she showed up with that sour attitude and tried to annoy others who were really trying to perform their jobs. Although Taraji was the one who started the debate, Oprah and Nia were accused of plotting to damage her career while she was on the press tour for The Color Purple. As though she weren't one of the best actors in the business, the industry treated Taraji's new career milestone as an accident and forced her to start over the next time she sought to negotiate her pay.
It's breaking my heart. Like 20 plus in the game, it breaks my heart. It's like every time you achieve something really incredible, it's almost like the industry looks at it as a fluke. Like, oh, that was like some one-time thing. Fall back to the bottom. And you gotta negotiate and fight tooth and nail to get what you made the last time. Like, where's my raise? I haven't seen a raise in my income since Proud Mary.
In every part Taraji has taken, she has given it her all and delivered an outstanding performance. Unfortunately, that has never seemed to convert into her salary. Taraji asserts that her most recent wage increase occurred while she was in the film Proud Mary. That movie should have put her in the top 5% of Hollywood earners, as you know if you've seen it. Taraji almost turned down the role because she thought the offer she received for her role in The Color Purple was the most insulting of them.
And almost had to walk away from Color Purple. Yes, ma'am. Who said what? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because you know what? If I don't take a stand, how am I making it easy for Fantasia and Danielle and Hallie and Felicia?
In a tearful interview with Gayle King, Taraji revealed that she was about to leave the film industry entirely since she wasn't getting recognition for her work. Taraji didn't realize until much later that Oprah had been helping to undermine her for years because of a personal feud she didn't even know about. This was demonstrated during the press tour when Taraji clocked this tea because it seemed like she couldn't stand being around Oprah. In circumstances such as these, Oprah can always count on Steve Harvey's backing. Steve informed Monique, for example, that she should have played nice with Oprah and Tyler Perry when she visited his show and criticized him for failing to support her during their bullying. Unfortunately, Oprah has previously treated an actress in this manner just because she disagreed with her. The history between Oprah and Monique is well known, as is the fact that Oprah blackballed Monique's career when she rejected an unpaid work trip.
We out here in a game. This the money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This the money game.
But
we in the money game. And you cannot sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. You cannot help them.
We're in the money game. But let me tell you what the game is before the money game. Before the money game, it's called the integrity game. And we've lost the integrity worrying about the money.
But Mo,
wait a minute.
If I crumble, my children crumble, my grandchildren crumble. I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement. There are ways to win the war in a different way.
Taraji was not shocked to learn that Oprah had recruited Steve Harvey to destroy her career because Harvey has a history of using his position to spread unfavorable stereotypes about black people, particularly Cat Williams. 50 Cent is the only one in all of this that isn't scared to take on these men. It was impossible to work with Monique while she and Oprah were at odds. He didn't disappoint her either with Taraji. As soon as it became clear that some people in the industry were trying to harm her, 50 stepped in and promised to collaborate with her and pay her what she was due. He gave her a platform and encouraged others to embrace her work, which also helped her get her career back on track. 50 promised to help Taraji change her course, criticizing her team for not acting in her best interests. He mentioned that he had done the same for Mary J. Blige as well. He was prepared to pay Taraji $400,000 per episode, making her one of Hollywood's highest-paid actresses after appearing in his Power series. 50 wasn't lying. As everyone knows, 50 will be able to support himself. Therefore, if he says he will do anything, he will. What are your thoughts on this situation, though? Do you think Taraji is doing too much? You are welcome to comment below and come back for more slick films like this one.